Small update. So, got the rear brackets just welded on. That side over there, for some reason, I welded a horrible big booger weld on. Don't know why. This side came out pretty decent. Over here. So, since these things are quite long, they got go fast holes, of course, in them. I got to grind them down a little bit. But since it's so long, I didn't want it to be so levered on that weld. So I put a gusset going to the chassis on the side. Funny thing is, this seat's in the middle, and yet, for some reason, that gusset going to the side of the frame is shorter. So maybe the seat's not square on the bracketry, could be, or the doom buggy's not square. I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, those are on there. That means we can get the. I don't know where I want to go next. I should probably be doing the roof and buy the tubing and do the X in it, and then mount the aluminum panels on the roof. Or I may start doing the torsions, because I have the torsion bar and everything and the housing, and I don't foresee flipping it over too much anymore. So I may do the torsion housing next. I don't know. I'll have to get a stick welder. My brother has a good 225 amp stick welder that I could use for that, so I can make sure I can get some good penetration on the torsion housing and stuff. I was looking at the two torsion housing I have, and the one that has the brace on it for the thing. I started thinking about it. That brace may be coming in the way if I use an automatic. Plus, it has a little rod on the bottom of the arms coming out, the forks for the transmission. So I'm probably going to use the one Darren has, but I'm going to steal the arms and mismatch still some little parts here and there on those too. But I'll end up, a friend of mine has been looking for an IRS torsion also for Doom Buggy project stuff, so I'll probably give that to him. He can patch those holes up. It kind of just seems like a waste to be patching holes on something I'm going to be cutting out anyway. So I may do the torsion housing in the back, and then the roof, and then the front beam. Because if I borrow my brother's welder, I'll probably weld the gussets on the spindles and on the steering, tie rods, shafts, and stuff like that all at once, so I can do all the stick welding I got to do at once, because this little MIG is not going to do that. Even if I put flux core, I don't think it will have enough oomph to do that. So that would be one step closer to getting this thing to be a roller, because I could find, John says he has some stock wheels that I could probably use. So if I could get it as a roller, that would be a big improvement. And then I may do the roof, plus it's $100 for tubing. So anyways, that's about it, boys and girls. Don't go forgetting to check out everybody else's channels. John had one video up today, giving out some people's names and stuff like that. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the little bell icon if you like any of my stuff or anybody that you actually go and watch. There's people I've been subscribed to, and YouTube does not give you the info unless you go under subscribers to see what's going on in their channel, unless you hit the bell. So if you want for any content, not just mine, but anybody else's content, if you're watching out there and you're like, hey, I like this guy or girl, you need to hit the bell to be able to get any notifications, because if not, you have to go search for it, and it's kind of a pain. And anyways, just figured I'd pass that little service announcement along. But we're getting there. I'm fired up to try and get this thing going for Bug Jam, which would be November. I don't know. Maybe we can do it in November. I'm probably going to have to steal parts off the blue car to do it. Definitely probably have to steal the motor out of it. I don't know if I'll have a transmission in there or not. Darren's got one for sale. I just got to save up some money for it. That's how things are. That's another reason why I may wait on the roof, is so that I can save that money and go buy a gearbox. And I'd like to do the automatic from the get-go. I really would. It just kind of falls down the price if I have the money for it or not. Steering shaft, seat in the front, and wire it up, and some brakes, and a motor and transmission, and this thing would be, and some wheels of course, and it would be basic off-road ready. And that's what I'm thinking I may try and do, is get it to bug jam just has the basic one seat in the front and get it going. There would be no back seat because, you know, it's $500 for a back seat. So anyways, boys and girls, this is starting to turn into a Rambletron. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Seat mounts are in. And probably want to do the torsion housing next once I start seeing if there's anything else I need to move. Because if I put the torsion housing in and a gearbox in it, I can get my gas tank mount moved because that one's still not welded in. Get that right where I need it. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.